Rolling?
3, 2, 1, rolling.
Alright, good afternoon everyone. Thank you very much for being here today. Obviously, pretty exciting times. It's the Arcadia first AI mini conference ever, so congratulations for being part of that event today. As you can see, and thank you for signing up to this workshop, so we've got some people in here. I do promise to do my best for you. I'm Phil. I think most of you already know me. I know most of you in here already. And this is basically going to be an introduction to AI education. But I definitely aim for it not to be patronising, because I understand that everybody in here, I assume everyone, already has some knowledge of AI, what it is, and how it's used, and I'm sure that you're using it. So it's not going to be purely about me just talking here. It's going to be quite a practical, hands-on workshop where I want to give you guys today some time to have a play with some tools and see how you might be able to use them in your teaching practice or to use them with your students. But most importantly, to help you with some administrative tasks. Because the research shows for teachers, if you use AI effectively, it can save you between 10 and 20 hours a week of administrative time. And those tools are only going to improve. And the whole idea of today is really to give you an assistant to empower you, to help you with some of those tasks. So hopefully you can take that away today. This is the first of what's going to be, hopefully, a 24-month introduction project. I put it to Giles, to Sarah and to Michael, but from next year we're rolling out a PDAP for every single teacher, so that you'll all be on your own EdTech pathway that targets the AI training that you need specifically, because we understand that everybody requires something different. So this is just an introduction today. Between now and the end of the year, I'm going to be giving you a survey that's going to tell us exactly where you're up, and that's going to tell you hopefully exactly what you need starting from term 1 next year. So it's really exciting times. The school are really behind this. It's going to have some good resources behind it, and most importantly, we know that it's for us, but for our students as well going forward. So let's just keep that at the forefront of everything that we do there. So by the end of the session, this was on there. Hopefully you'll have a clear understanding of the role of AI in education, how it's shaping education, because it's shaping it exponentially, and it's only going to shape it even further, and you'll hopefully have some strategies that you can take away that are going to help you kind of immediately from tomorrow or from next week. So here's a bit of the content of the session. These are things that we'll cover. So the vision, I've created a vision for AI in Arcadia that we can all work towards for our students, teachers and parents and the community. Like I said, the role of education, how we're shaping the future, and some tools. And what I'm working on, and you'll probably see this at the end, but I'm working on an EdTech hub, a website for the teachers here. So that will be your one-stop shop, a tool that you can go to and find different tools to help you with your teaching practice, see what courses are coming up, and really use that as a good guidance for you, and then a little bit about what's next, which I'll just share with you. So, here's the vision for AI. It might change between now and full implementation before the end of the year. But we believe artificial intelligence is not just a tool, it's a gateway to curiosity. We want to really keep that at the forefront. Creativity and deeper learning. It's really about not taking the metacognition away from teachers or from students, but enabling them to have those deeper learning opportunities that don't always rely on you as a teacher to provide them. Our vision is to integrate AI in a way that enhances your teaching, empowers the students to take their own responsibility and engage the families, and prepare our kids to thrive in a rapidly evolving digital world. Now, where technology has come from in the last 5 years is bigger than the last 50 years, and it's only getting faster. And I'll talk about this a little bit, but there's something what's called AI literacy. And if you don't upskill yourself now in the digital era of AI, you will become what's known as illiterate. Because those will be the skills that you will need in the future going forward. So it's really important that we have this. And you really look at here at Arcadia that we have a team of leaders that really want to push this and make sure that it's not the cornerstone of everything that we do, but it's really important, and that you feel that you're having the training to be able to achieve your own professional goals. So, what is AI? I'm going to say it, there's a piece of paper. Okay. It's for the only time I think that we do it. Please don't use AI to answer this question for you. I just want to get an idea of what AI is to you, because AI can mean different things to different people. So on your table, just mind that, write down some words, create a little definition of what you feel AI is. Okay? No right or wrong answers here, it's just brings the vocabulary to the forefront of everything that we want to do today. Big question. Well, you came to the Okay, right, let's try and draw some consensus in the room to see what your feelings, because I think a lot of these are feelings, some of it will be knowledge, things that you know, some of it will be things that people have told you in passing, some of it will be things that you've discovered for yourself. But let's start, let's all have an opportunity, I think, to share here, just to kind of build it and bring that vocabulary to the front. So let's start here at the front. Who would like to just share one or two things that you think that AI is?
So we said that it was at its most fundamental artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That it's clever and smart technology.
Clever and smart technology.
Interactive.
Interactive, okay.
And we also said that it's like it evolves and learns, so it's very human-like, but it doesn't have the capacity for emotional.
It's human-like, but doesn't have the capacity for emotional intelligence. Very interesting, okay. Michaela?
We took technology, processing, information from a range of sources and pieces together.
So technology from a range of different sources that brings things together. Yeah. Do it over here. Yeah.
For us, AI for us is advanced technology, infinite information.
Infinity information.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says that it makes us easy. It's also a teacher.
Okay.
Needs access.
Okay, good. So it teaches us things, it's easy to access, it gives us, it gives. Yeah.
You said it's a series of learning algorithms using a collective of data to provide responses.
Okay, so it's built on algorithms. It's smart intelligence. It's not intelligence. What's intelligence?
emotional.
No, but as in like it's
You can't just say like it's from lines and you have to tell it what you want rather than it just suggesting that.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to give you 7 different ways, 7 different parts of AI, because you're talking about one, the early stage of AI, 7 different parts. Good, yeah, interesting. Okay, the back table.
AI automates things that makes
Sorry, Cindy, I can't hear you. We've got some the early years here.
it automates things in order to make it easier for humans, and it's also a technology that replaces human workforce.
You think it's replacing the human workforce, or it has the ability
It
to?
could replace
Okay,
in
interesting.
some ways.
Joanna?
A series of program knowledge that revolutionized the 20th century learners and our lives.
Interesting, the Bill Gates said last week that in 5 years' time, AI is going to replace teachers and doctors. He said that, he made that statement. Scary, very scary. Right, let's fight against the AI. We don't want to be replaced, we need jobs. So, here's what AI is. This is just, there's many different definitions out there as you can gather. But AI is a technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning. Okay? Comprehension, it solves problems, it can make decisions, okay? It's about creativity, autonomy, and in some cases improves all the time. AI is always improving. AI is 70 years old. Okay? 70 years old. All the way back through World War II, when Alan Turing invented the machine. That was the first signs of AI, and that's where we come from there. You've only really heard about AI since OpenAI, ChatGPT, landed three years ago, but it's been there. But as a result of AI landing, it's really took off and we're kind of interesting. But it's actually 70 years old. So it mimics human behaviour. AI can simulate how we think, learn, and solve problems. It's incredible at pattern recognition. Spots trends in huge amounts of data in very quick amounts of time, as we know. It can make predictions based on this data. For example, if we watch Netflix, if there's an algorithm built behind that, that's all AI. Okay? Decision making chooses the best course of action based on data. Doesn't really get tired the same way that humans get tired. It does get tired if you overuse it, but it's got much more processing power. And it learns from data. AI gets smarter the more it's used. It doesn't rely on instinct or emotion. Every time you use ChatGPT or any other language learning model, you are training it. Every single input that you put in, you are constantly training it. 24 hours a day is being trained, which is staggering by how many billions of people in the world. So it's getting smarter all the time. So there's 7 types of AI currently. I won't read through them, but there's narrow AI, which I think is what you were referring to a bit. Artificial general intelligence designed to learn, think, and perform at similar levels to humans. We've got super intelligence. It can surpass the knowledge and capabilities of humans. So we've already got that. Reactive machine AI is capable of responding to external stimuli. So these are robots that are now starting to be like humans and show human emotion, even though they're not humans. Store knowledge and use it to learn and train on future tasks. Got the theory of the mind, can sense and respond to human emotions, plus perform the tasks in limited. And we've got this self-aware here, Skynet, I think, that we heard over here, where it's actually it's not fully here yet. This is obviously there is signs of it, but it's not fully self-aware. There probably will become a time in our lifetime where that happens, and goodness knows what's going to happen to the human species. But we can see that I linked the reference down there. If you wanted to read some more about those 7 layers of artificial intelligence, there's a really good page on there for you. So, most of you are using what's called generative AI, and that's what you kind of refer to a lot here in this. Okay, generative AI is actually very, very basic. However powerful you think that generative AI is right now, it's very infancy. It's very, very start of the journey. And in 2 or 3 years' time, we've already seen it in the recent updates through OpenAI, some of how ChatGPT is even evolving in terms of its image generation. You're going to see, one day you're going to log onto Netflix and say, I want this kind of film. You're going to prompt it onto Netflix. You're going to say which movie actors you want in there, and it's going to generate that 2-hour film for you. I know. Pretty scary. A bit sad. Convenient. I don't know. It's all these things. It pulls on you, doesn't it? You don't really know how to think about that. But that's where we're going with it. And we're not too far away from that, really. Alex Gray and I sent out a staff survey just before the holidays, and we had 82 responses here. So you can see here that AI is being used daily and certainly weekly by most teachers who responded to that survey. Hopefully you're one of those who responded to it. Some use it monthly, and obviously some never use it. But you can see as a school we're using AI, we've not really been training it, we're just kind of stuttering our way through it, kind of trying to understand it. No one's really told me, but I'll have a little play. We've got that responsibility to each other to try and learn how to use this, especially for our students. Here is, I'm just sharing with you because I think it's quite interesting to see right across the board really on how teachers are using it. So to tutor and support, we've got lots of teachers that are using it for grading and feedback, which I think is great. It's not cheating, all right, if it's done properly. Research, student engagement, so you can see students using it. Large part of our tasks, mostly around content generation, and a lot of teachers are using it to help them support in their lesson planning, which is great. This is everything we want AI to be supporting us with. Remember, it is an assistant. It's not there to take away your metacognition at the same time as well. And here are some of the barriers that people shared with us, and these are really serious barriers. And you can see here this lack of training and support came out as the biggest barrier across the school, which is one of the reasons that I have this important training program over the next 24 months. Block tools, you can see, free version limits, privacy and security, and bias and inaccuracies. That's something that we need to have at the forefront of our mind every time we're using AI. I know you guys all know this. So I've talked a little bit about AI literacy. I'd just like to have this slide in here because as you go through your teaching career, we all know, kind of think about that we all start at different journeys in different countries. But so when we think back to our schooling, for most of us here, there wasn't even a computer at school, let alone a teacher that knew how to use it. And over time, everyone's had to learn. And if you think about those teachers that didn't learn how to use a computer, they didn't have jobs. Okay, they fell further behind and they went to the schools they probably didn't want to go to. And AI is going to be exactly the same. So, you have a duty to your own professional development to ensure that you develop the AI, that you become AI literate. And these are the 4 kind of strands to it. I won't touch too much on that. That'll be something that we do another time. But I just think it's really important to keep that out of our mind. Now this is really cool. My friend from Lab of the Future, Arcadia, Dupont, he's a great guy to follow on LinkedIn. He's got some great stuff out there. These are 4 jobs that he picked out, jobs of the future, that your students might be taking part in, that they might have to train and prepare for. Extra terraforming engineers, as we go to Mars. Elon Musk wants to be there, certainly in his lifetime. Astroecologist, a 3D printing food chef. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. There's definitely people working on it. But I thought this is an interesting one. And mindfulness technology. Students and teachers and adults and everybody are engaging themselves more and more on their devices. And these jobs are going to open up to help people connect back with the real world. The world that we grew up in, the world that we're in now. It's going to get further and further apart. And we have a duty to obviously ensure that our students feel the connection to where they are now. But these are going to become jobs of the future as we lose other jobs to AI. And this is where we're going to have the base of the session here. So there's hundreds of tools. There's 15,000 AI tools that exist, which is absolutely staggering. We're not going to go through them all today, don't worry. But I picked out some key ones here. Now obviously Tom's running one on Magic School there, so we won't go in that today. That will be a recording on that. So that's a great little one for you. Put your hand, who's using Canva here?
Yeah, we do.
Who's not using Canva? Some of you not using it. I think I'm looking around, I think most of you are already connected. I'm not going to go on too much. I will show a little bit of a few cool things on Canva today. But most of them when I show on Brisk Teaching because I want to show you how that's evolved. Anyone here using Notebook? Just Liam? Okay, that's so cool. I'm going to show you about that in a minute. Diffit? You're using Diffit? Awesome. Udio? And ChatGPT? Come on guys, get your hands up, come on, you know it's you, it's all of us. Anyone paying for ChatGPT? Yeah? Yeah? Claude? Claude, yeah? Google Gemini? And DeepSeek? Anyone heard of DeepSeek? Anyone not heard of DeepSeek? Not heard of it? So this is the Chinese version of ChatGPT. Is DeepSeek. And I have to say, I'm just trying to use it, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. We think how good ChatGPT is. DeepSeek very, very powerful tool. I actually prefer it a little bit to ChatGPT sometimes. You can't do all the things that it does, but it's actually an incredibly powerful tool. It's actually more open source than ChatGPT, so it keeps you more interested in it. So I'm just going to show you very quickly, firstly, Notebook LM. Notebook LM is a free AI tool, and it's a very, very powerful tool. So let's just click on here. I'm going to show you a Notebook LM that I made just this week, actually, and one that I'm going to share with you all. So it's really easy. You just got to create a new notebook here, and you can upload any PDF into there. Any PDF. So if you've got a syllabus that you want to turn into a podcast, it will do that in 10 minutes for you. A 10-minute podcast. Here I've uploaded the new school AI policy. Let me just load it here. The new school AI policy, because we know how tiring or tedious it is to read through a policy. So we know that a lot of people like to listen to podcasts in this day and age. So I just click load. You should load that up in no time for me because it generates it. It's a 22-minute podcast on our school AI policy. So I'll just play.
Ever get that feeling like something big is happening and you want to know what's up without like reading the whole textbook?
Oh yeah.
So you sent me some stuff about AI in education from Arcadia British School. It's their policy for 2025. Honestly, between school policies and IB guidelines and all that, it's a lot.
Yeah, it could be pretty dense.
So we're going to do a deep dive and try to figure out what Arcadia is doing, what's interesting, and what's actually going to change.
Sounds good.
All right, so we've got it.
So this is just a PDF that I uploaded and creates a podcast based on the two people having a deep dive. So I'll just move it on a little bit and I'll show you something really cool.
Which is actually a key part of India's mini national strategy.
Interesting.
The idea is that AI can help figure out exactly where a student is struggling. Then,
so I'm listening to it, I'm a student, I'm not really sure what's going on, I'm a teacher in new
They also see AI as a way to improve.
Okay, we've got this new mode called interactive mode. Well, what's this? Let's have a look. I want to join the conversation. I want to join the podcast. Does that let me? Come on.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you were just talking about. Can you give me 2 more real-life examples about how that policy might apply?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, sometimes these policies can feel a bit abstract, right?
So imagine a student is doing a research project on climate change.
Okay.
According to the policy, they use an AI tool to find relevant science articles.
That makes sense. Speeding up the initial research.
Exactly. But they would have to clearly say in the bibliography.
We won't go into that, but you can see as a powerful study tool for teaching for students how great that is. Pardon? Arabic? No, this is only using English at the moment. Now what we can do is we can also create a study guide from there. So we've read the policy, listened to the podcast, it's a big textbook. Okay, let's create a study guide. So here it's going to give me a quiz. It tells me a little bit about what it is here. It's going to give me some questions that I can have. It creates it straight, just lists it straight out of the text. And it gives the answer. Okay, that's nice. Okay, give me some essay format questions. Can you give us some essay format questions to go into? And then a glossary of key terms in case we don't understand what that is. Really, really nice feature there. And then, what I thought was really nice now is it also has a mind map. So I just click a button, open up a mind map, and it breaks down the policy into all the key areas as we go through. So, what are the principles and objectives? There it is, and it's going to go into a little bit more detail about the principles and objectives of this policy. But you can see how powerful it will be from a textbook or a text. So it goes into it a little bit there, and I can start asking you questions. I can now start to type and interact with it. Tell me more about this, give me some examples, give me some further reading, give me a question on it. Okay, and you can go backwards and forwards with it. So that's Notebook LM. Useful?
Yes.
Yeah. So sure, even if you're studying as a student for yourself, and you don't want to read the whole paper that your lecturer gives you, just pop it into here.
I don't think you said, is it free?
It's free. Yeah, it's free. What's really cool, now then, Notebook LM is for 18 and over, so students shouldn't really be using it, even though it's pretty safe. Okay? But they do say 18, but you can download this as a podcast and share that podcast with them once you've listened to it and it's safe. So you should give them the podcast. And then you might copy and paste these into wherever and they can they can interact with. So it's giving you a material for your lesson, which I think is really, really cool. That's the basic of it, really. I'm not going to show you too much more than that. It's just about having a play with it, but it is really, really interesting. And then I'm going to show you. Do you think you'd use that? They will use that, yeah? Pretty good. It's really interesting to help check your understanding. So that's Notebook LM, and these guys are always adding new tools to this program as well to make it even more interactive for you. Let's knock that off. There we go. I'm going to come to Diffit. So who said you used it already? Rebecca, was it you used Diffit?
I did a while ago.
Used it a little bit a while ago. So this is a really incredible reading resource that I came across. And it says literally anything. So you can find specific books, articles or YouTube links, you can upload a text or a vocabulary list. So let's take a text. Let's do this live. Let's take a text. Any text? Anyone want to give me a text for a book? Secondary book? Any English teachers in here? Anyone?
Of mice and men.
Of mice and men. Of mice and men.
Lord of the Flies.
So of mice and men, there it is. We all read that. We all read that. If we went to British secondary school, people would still read it now. And let's generate some resources. So as a teacher, I have to select chapter again. So let's select chapter 5, and we'll end it at chapter 6. And my students are in grades 8, isn't it? Grade 7, year 8. Year 8, year 9? Year 11? Is that all of those? So that's grade 10, okay. So we generate some resources, and I can export it to anywhere that I want. So it's going to generate now. It's looking at that text. The teacher, if you're out of ideas, what do I do? How do I regenerate it? So it's got a nice long summary of the text here. We can translate it. It's different languages. We can show the sources, and then it gives me all the key vocabulary, and then starts giving some multiple choice questions here based on that text. So it's generating it all for you. It gives us the answers, and then it starts to give us some open-ended questions as well. And this is really cool. I can click on Get Student Activities. I'll have to sign in. I'll sign in, sorry. And it can now generate the homework for me. It generates the homework. So if you've got a science book you want to put in there, you put it in there. It actually generates a series of questions that the students can respond to. But the homework, or it could be additional activities there in class. I thought I remembered this. You've got to like this enemy around here. Come on. Help me out. Oh. Okay, you can sign it, but it will generate, I've done it before, it generates it all for you. That's just a really nice resource that you can use there. Maybe you can use it in Arabic, I don't know, you can have a play with it, see if you can find it. So that's different. I think that's really, really cool. That's a huge time saver. That's a real AI assistant. Therefore, you can try it with some of the other texts as well and see what kind of things it pops out for you there. Now, before we get on to Briss, I want to show you Udio. Anyone used Udio before? Alright, let's have a little play with this. So you're doing a creative project with your kids. We want them to present in different ways. Again, great one for Arabic, any subject actually. And we want to make it into a song. So let's describe our song. So, we are a bunch of teachers at an international school in Dubai. We would like a song about AI in education. Let's see what it gives us. Do we have one rock? Let's have it let's have it pop. See what it gives us. Just write in my lyrics. Put your own lyrics in as well. Generate. Create. Oh, sand in. Pull up the sand in. Yeah, it's free. It's free. It's harmonizing. Here we are. All right, let's go. It gives me 2 songs. I'm not happy with the first one, I can use the second. Beautiful. Should be over here. The future of learning. You just load it. There we go. Right, okay. Let's have a listen. The future of learning. No songs found, please. So your kids are just... Oh, excellent. It gives you 2 versions. One's always better than the other, depending on the preference of music, of course. But your kids have finished their science projects, they want to present it, it's not just a presentation at front. Let's create a song, let's write everything that we've learnt in there, write your own lyrics, and play it. Nice, you can create a nice little 2-minute tune, it'll generate an album cover for them as well, and then you can download that onto their WhatsApp, their iPad, upload it onto their work. It's done some nice way for them to present their work differently. Pretty nice, right? I like it anyway. I think it's pretty cool. So that's studio, different with WhatsApp, notebook, and then we're just going to spend probably the rest of the session here on British teaching. So has everyone had a chance to add this as an extension? Yeah. So this is it's great. It's actually great. So I'm going to show you a few ways that I use it. So I started using this around 18 months ago, 2 years ago, and it was kind of in its pilot stage. It was coming out. I was using the resources like that. I still prefer ChatGPT. But recently, I've just been back into this, and it's so cool, some of the new tools that they've added on. Now, there's a free version of it, and there is a paid version of it as well, which obviously enables you to do more. But let's just have a little look at some of the things. So because it's in your, you've added it as an extension on your Google. Every time now you open up a Google document, okay, you're going to have this little brisk add-on down here, and that's now you've now got an AI assistant with you forever. Every time you go into Google, and you can ask it things, and you can help it, and it can help you now if you're doing your planning, your writing, or if you're not really sure where to go. So let's go to create. We want to create a. We're going to start off by creating. I'm going to create a lesson plan. Create me a lesson plan on an introduction. I didn't do this for this, by the way. Introduction to AI. And I want, it's for 3rd grade, it's a 50-minute lesson, let's have a look, let's risk it. See what it comes up with. I'm going to save it straight to my Google Drive, and here we've got lesson plan, lesson overview. Let's create my lesson plan for one. There's our lesson plan, just written there in 5 seconds. Okay, let's I can translate it there to different languages. Just an hand. Is Arabic on there? Yeah, there you go. So you can use Arabic on there. Perfect. So we can translate it now for free. I can make it shorter, make it longer. Thank you. You can boost it. All right. Yeah, nice. So let's give another example. Let's go to some do here. Anymore. File. New. Okay. I'm just going to show you a few things, and I want you guys to have a little play with it, see how you can use it today. I want to write a quiz. Where's my quiz? Actually, no, I'm going to write a syllabus. Create for me a set of notes about how the Vikings impacted England. See what it is. better responding. Cool. And I could ask, on the bottom there, I should have asked it to include the answer sheet. They said it no. Great response. Yeah, we're happy with that. Good. Let's trade it, submit some feedback. Okay, I want to show you something now that's really nice. So I'm going to go to create. I'm going to go to down here and where's it gone? I can mark work on here. What's this? Science lab. Let's have a look. Create a science lesson around cells. Yes, Here we are. Yeah, Ryan, this is for you. Bit short, so we could extend that. Oh, this I don't know. I've got to boost it actually. Let's have a look. Let's see what we want. Now here we are. Boost it. We can do some inquiry. We can write a hook. We can create a character. We can do an assessment on there. Right, I'm going to just give you some time now before we finish, just to have a play around with Brisk. Just have a play with the different tools on there and see if any of them we can help you with what you're doing. The quiz one's really good. It kind of create this quiz trade with the students. I put it in there. So when you've got a document up there, you can put, so if you wanted to mark a student's work and it's on there, you just click, you put that student's work on there, you click on targeted feedback, and it will read the document and it will give you targeted feedback on that student's work. And if you, on the paid version, you can upload your rubrics as well, of what you want the things for it to pick out, and it will mark the student's work for you. So it's really powerful in that sense. Have a little play, see what you can do. working on the iPad? Okay, all right. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's working on the iPad, so I think it might just be the desktop.
So what can we do with it? So I've tried the PDF one, right? So I've done it as an AV podcast.
Yeah.
I've got the link to how to do some stuff.
No, it's actually
So I can regenerate it. So I can regenerate it.
especially like the studio guys, right? We'll finish in a minute because I'm mindful of your time and respecting your time. But just from the last thing from me is just a few things for you to look out for, which will be the Arcadia EdTech pathways, which I'm putting together over the next 4 weeks. That will come out there. I've already got a mock-up of what your Arcadia Teacher EdTech hub will simulate or look like. So it'll look something similar to this, where you'll just be able to go in and watch videos or similar tools. So you have your geography teacher, here's some things that you can use, or if you're early years teachers, it could go one for you. So AI tools for educators, your pathways, and then we'll hopefully put a calendar of things that are happening in your environment you might want to attend over the course of the year. Yeah, and that'll be that one. And then we aim to go further than that and develop one for students as well. So the student EdTech pathways, so these are AI tools that students can access that are age appropriate. Yeah, those are things really in the pipeline. And there's a tool that we want to try and get. It's quite expensive, so we need the school to commit to it. But it's a tool called MindJoy, and that's one that students could use and teachers as well. That might be a nice way into the ChatGPT overlay. It's much more safe than Magic School as well. Magic School is great, But just be mindful what Magic School doesn't do. If students have concerns about their well-being, it doesn't raise any of those things, whereas Mindjoy does, and that's another thing to be mindful of, is that students, what people now are asking AI, if they're feeling sad, they're looking for their well-being to come from there. So just be mindful of those things as well when you're looking at AI with students. And that's it for me really. I want you guys to get away, but keep playing with Brisk. Have a play with the tools. I'm over here. You've got Alex Gray as well in secondary, who's incredibly good at all these things. Thomas as well. But hopefully, has everyone taken something away from today that they can use in their teaching practice and life going forward? That's the whole idea of it. So yeah, you can have these slides already on the PD website. I don't think you want to watch the video back again. You're welcome.